Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the History of Gaming Metal Gear series. We are continuing on with episode 3 of, you guessed it, Metal Gear Solid 3. We've already played the Virtuous mission and gotten down the pain, the fear, and the end in the last episode. And we will be picking up in the Mountain Pass right after defeating the end. And climbing that amazing staircase that sings the song of Snake Eater to it. So much fun. Well, let us get into Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 3 is here! Rip. All right, it's go time. Go time, folks. Let's enjoy the intro, guys. Let's enjoy this intro. I love it.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. It's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new light, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater.
Powerful stuff there. Fantastic. Well sung, well written. Snake Eater. Love this game. me about 20-something minutes to beat him, that last part. Alright, here we go. Check out what these items are. My god, look at how beautiful it is. Out of ammo for that. Nine rounds? Dude, I am out of ammo. Still in a dream, Snake Eater. Survival knife on. Actually, I forgot. Let me go ahead and move this down. Beep, beep. Got ye snake. Snake C. I don't know how many different snakes I've eaten so. But we're gonna try and eat all the snake. Splitter. Good for mountain environments. Spider is plus 45. Desert Tiger is plus 5. Ooh, these guys are hiding in hills here.
HQ. This is HQ. Patrol here. We're under fire. Enemy position unknown. Commencing alert status. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Alright, so sniper rounds. MK22, that's good. Need that for the next boss fight.
What's wrong? Where's he at? Huh? The enemy's here.
This motherfucker got a rocket launcher. Back up. Come on, thumb. Now, if you guys notice, he was like right in front of me. Like, this guy right here was like inches in front of me. And he couldn't see me. Because I was at 85%. So if you can get up to like 90, 95%, you can get very well hidden.
HQ. This is HQ. Patrol here. No problems detected. Understood. Resume your patrol.
Alright, we're gonna search these bodies pretty thoroughly, because I'm running really low on ammo. I'm gonna see if he would hit me. You dumb scorpion. I'm into my trap of knife play. Alright. Use the serum. Am I alive? Did I get disconnected? Alright. Take a quick break. To recover that. Give me just a minute. We're gonna save the exact position I was in. I think I know what it is. Gonna try and see if we can get that fixed. Pretty sure I knew what it was. I think it's the fact that we changed our clock and then didn't fix it. And then when we were signed in, it's like, hey, we can't figure out the time with your system, so get off. All good. It's all good. Smashing the start button. Come on, bid your game. It should put me at the intro to the base, yeah. But I should have... Didn't save my progress, really. Okay. Work on our camouflage here. Let's go.
HQ, please respond.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We're being attacked. Enemy position unknown. Going into high alert.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Huh? Who's that? Huh? Who's that? Who's that? Radio! Where's
Whoops.
our backup?
This is HQ.
Not what I wanted. Alright. Kill me. Oh. Let me try that again. Alright, now that everybody's been punished. We're gonna do that again.
Snake! What's your status? Snake! Snake!
Where'd that dead change? Weird. So high, another 40%. I think it just always brings you up to a certain level. Boo, 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 Snake Eater. All right.
What's going on? Respond. There's something wrong. Support you.
Got on the radio way too quick.
What's wrong?
That was close. All right. Here we go. Get in there. Sneak Peter. Go. Hey, Mr. Froggy Man. All right. All right, let's keep low to the ground. If there's a helicopter, I have to be careful. And down here. Be free. Okay. Check these tunnels over here. Down in here. What secrets are in here? What truths to hide? Okay. Like a special snake. You. Give my honor. Okay. And here's something that's really cool about this game. I can jump in that anti-aircraft gun, and I can take out that helicopter. If we want to. If we want to.
Who's that? Huh? I hear footsteps. Huh? I hear footsteps. Nobody here.
What are you gonna do, bud?
Who's that?
Really? Come on. I thought I could hold him up. Who else? Get out of here. Piece of this? Want a piece of it? Run. We're gonna hide. Right here. We're gonna lick our wounds. Not in the options menu. In the cure menu. Got a burn here. We're gonna put ointment on it. A bandage. I'm on a little bit of food. Yeah, but it does its job. Not fair. I was hidden. Okay. There we go. There we go. Alright, now we run. RPG 7. Portable rocket launcher. Use L1 scope. Okay. Expectants and cure up a little bit. Alright, we got a cut here, so we need to expect it, suture it, styptic on it. Good. Where's my RPG? Oh, yeah. Now we're talking firepower, right here. See this?
This is HQ. Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Sneaky Snake, what are you doing?
Who's that?
Guy sees an RPG fly by. Just goes, huh?
This is HQ. Acknowledged. Eliminate all enemies.
You guys don't know where I'm at. Oh shit, this guy does. Later, nerds. Peace. Oh shit. Ah. EQC, boyo. I don't know what they're doing out there, but I don't like it. So much so. Gonna have a nasty surprise.
I see him.
Alright, let's hide. Hide. Bandage. Suture kit. Wait. Okay. In here. Door leads to something. Don't lead to nothing right now, that's for sure. Alright, now it's just me. Helicopter. Alright. I'm gonna run. I have to be out of alert status, I know.
Snake, Eva is a KGB spy placed in group. She can't be seen by the enemy making direct contact with you. If you're being pursued by the enemy, don't expect Eva to come out to meet you. Make sure it's...
Got it. Got it. Come on. Music's in like in beat with the invasion counter. There we go. Woo!
Well, that was quick.
You look like you could use some rest.
I'll be fine. It's just that playing these two roles hasn't left me much time to sleep.
Where'd you get those cuts?
The Colonel,
He found out?
if he knew, I'd be dead already. No, this is his hobby. He's a sadist. He gets pleasure out of making people suffer. He's scum. Does it look that strange to you?
No. I'm the same way. Scars all over.
Can I see?
No. Where'd you get this one?
I got it after defecting to the Soviet Union.
I don't think so. It's older than that. Code breaking is a desk job. Where'd you get this kind of scar?
You really want to know? Well, too bad. A girl's gotta have some secrets, you know. But enough about that. You've got to get going. The Phase 2 trial of the Shagohod is about to start, and it looks like someone might be coming to spoil the party.
Khrushchev?
His forces are on their way here. The Colonel is gathering his troops together to meet them. If we don't get a move on, the security will be even tighter than it is now. You'll need this key. It unlocks the door to the underground tunnel. Once you're in there, you can follow the tunnel to get inside Groznygrad. And take this too.
What is it?
The food of the future. A well-balanced meal for the space age. It's good to eat some real food once in a while. I'll bet if I kissed you, you'd taste like a wild beast.
Do you know where exactly in Groznygrad Sokolov is located?
He's in the heart of the fortress, the weapons lab. The weapons lab is divided into 3 wings. There's the East Wing, which houses the research facilities. Then there's the main wing where the weapons are assembled. That's where the Shagohod is. Finally, there's the West Wing, which is connected via a passageway to the main building. That's where Sokolov is. To get in, you'll have to enter the main wing from the East Wing. Then, go through the passageway on the 2nd floor of the main wing.
The West Wing of the weapons lab. Got it.
There's just one problem.
Not again.
The West Wing is protected by the highest level of security. You need to be Colonel class to get in.
Colonel class?
Here, look at this picture. Major Ivan Rydenovich Rykov. Pretend you're him.
How do I do that?
Steal his clothes. You look similar from behind. They won't know the difference. Your face might be a problem, so you just have to figure something out. He should be somewhere in the East Wing.
All right. But how am I supposed to escape once I get Sokolov out of there? Command said you're supposed to have something ready for me.
And I do. There's a lake 30 miles north of here. I hid a wig there.
A wig?
It's a state-of-the-art ground effect vehicle.
A ground effect vehicle? I can't fly one of those.
That's okay. I happen to be an excellent pilot.
Taking off from a lake is trickier than it looks. It's not like riding a motorcycle. You've got to be more delicate.
Of course I will. You've seen how good I am with the bike, right?
Right. You handle the escape then. I'll head for Groznygrad.
Wait a minute. There's something I wanted to ask you.
What?
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother. And my master.
And your lover?
It went deeper than that.
Deeper?
Half of me belongs to the boss.
Do you love her?
No, nothing like that.
Do you hate her?
Does it have to be one or the other? Love or hate?
Between a man and a woman? You bet.
For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand.
And you think you can kill her now? That's your mission, isn't it? Assassinating the boss? Snake? Is there anyone you like? Someone special?
I've never been interested in other people's lives.
You were interested in the boss.
She was different.
Really? How do you feel about me?
I should be asking you the same question.
Me? I can fall in love if it's part of the mission. Even with you. Snake? What's wrong? See you around, Snake. Take care of yourself.
What about you?
I've got to hurry back and play my other part.
Are you going to be okay?
Not sure. They're not stupid, and they know there's a spy. There's no way you could have gotten this far all by yourself.
Colonel. Did he talk?
No, he died before I could get it out of him.
Wasn't the spy then?
Look at this.
A transmitter?
Exactly. Planted to keep someone informed of his location.
But does this mean Granin was the spy?
Perhaps he was being used by someone else.
Perhaps. This man was our comrade.
Comrade or not, he's of no use to us now.
I don't approve of your methods.
I don't need your approval. I'm in command here.
And that nuclear shell?
Still feeling sore about that, are you? What are you gonna do? Report it to the authorities? This is war, Major. A Cold War, fought with information and espionage. We must root out spies wherever they hide. It is kill or be killed. Potential threats must be weeded out. Your feelings are a menace to the unity of our organization. Someone is guiding the enemy's hand. A single man can only accomplish so much. Make no mistake, there is a spy among us.
But casting suspicion on our own
The
comrades.
C3 explosives have been stolen.
You think it was the American?
No, he could not have reached this fortress yet.
Then who?
I'd be careful about suspecting your own men.
Boss,
Where have you been?
The fear and the end have fallen.
damn it! CIA dog? That leaves only the Fury. How can the legendary Cobras be beaten so easily?
He's good.
Fallen for him?
Don't worry. I'll take care of him.
What is he after? Must be more than just Sokolov.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy.
Impossible. The legacy, it...
Then they're out to kill me as well. Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get the Davy Crockett.
Perfume. Nice boots. Make sure you polish them up properly.
Alright, Big Boss is on to us, and we got a Cobra unit left called the Fury. Doodles. mountaintop. Alright, I think I'm supposed to go up a little bit higher. Rolled out the flamethrower, guys. Forgot all about them. Alright, let's take a look at the map for a second. See? I just go all the way back down the mountain. I missed something up. Ranzo Grogri Mountaintop. Can't go down, it's too far. Isn't it? Seems too far. Find out. Too far. Oh, you know what? There's another red door that we weren't able to get into before. Alright. Respawn already?
What can I say?
Really? Now we have to be a sneaky snake. Hey, night. Gave us a bit of a high ground. Night, night. Okay. Whew. I got bad. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Underground tunnel. All right. According to the drops in this game, I should be throwing grenades constantly. Uh-oh, you guys ready? Now let's have some conversations here.
Follow that tunnel to the north and you'll come out inside Groznygrad. Keep going north. Follow that tunnel to the north and you'll come out inside.
Alright. Tell me the same shit. Alright, paramedic, talk to me, girl.
You got some instant noodles, huh?
Instant noodles.
Uh-huh. It was invented in Japan just recently. Add some hot water and it's ready to eat. It's cheap and can be stored for a long time. And besides, it's delicious. It's like a miracle food.
Wow.
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
are you going to eat that?
I was planning on it, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Is there some reason I shouldn't?
No, that's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
I was just going to say that if you weren't going to eat it, you should bring it back to me. I've always wanted to try some.
Whatever.
I see you've caught a Thai cobra. The Thai cobra is a large venomous snake that carries an extremely potent neurotoxin. Be careful not to get bitten. If you do get bitten, go into the survival viewer right away and use Cure to give yourself a serum injection. The Thai cobra originally comes from Indochina, Thailand, and southern China. The ones in that area were probably imported as pets and research subjects before they escaped and turned feral.
Not as food.
Come again?
They weren't imported as food.
They're not for eating.
Why not? They taste pretty good.
Not for eating.
I see you've got yourself a ration. Rations are portable meals carried by Soviet soldiers.
No, they're not.
Huh?
They're disgusting portable meals carried by Soviet soldiers.
Hey, you should be grateful. Those things are designed to last. No matter how long you keep a ration, it'll never go bad. And they're surprisingly good for you, too.
I'd take a snake over this any day, even if it's a little rotten.
You are hopeless. By the way, Snake,
What?
you know the Ocelot unit commander?
Ocelot?
Yeah, that's not his real name, is it?
I wouldn't think so.
Is it a code name?
You mean like snake?
Yeah.
Maybe. Why? Is that strange?
No, I was just wondering why he's called Ocelot.
Why's that?
Well, I looked it up, and it turns out the ocelot is a wild cat whose habitat stretches from the southern U.S. down to northern Argentina. They live in a variety of different environments, from tropical rainforests to savannas. The biggest ones can grow up to 1 meter in length. They're normally solitary creatures, and their diet consists mainly of small animals and fish. During the day, they sleep up in the trees, but at night...
Yeah, paramedic.
Oh, right. So, the ocelot is an animal that lives on the American continent. But then I wondered, why would a Soviet officer be using the name of an American wildcat?
Good question. Maybe it's because he's fast and agile like an ocelot.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Maybe he's just weird.
But why'd you go to all the trouble of looking it up?
Because I was curious. Was it helpful?
Sure.
I see you have a calorie mate.
Calorie mate.
The thing you're holding now?
Oh, the little block that looks like a cookie.
Try it, it's pretty good.
Okay. But what is this thing? Never seen anything like it.
Calorie mate is an energy supplement that contains all the proteins, lipids, vitamins, carbohydrates, and minerals needed for a balanced diet. It's a well-balanced food. Because of that, it's just perfect for giving your body the nutrition it needs in combat.
It sounds like a space-age food.
Real astronaut food is not very good, but that should taste fine.
Yeah, and it'll help balance out all this jungle food I'm eating.
It's easy and quick to eat, so it's perfect when you're running late for an important mission in the morning.
I've never been late for a mission.
Really? Aren't you always keeping people waiting? It's easy to keep track of your calorie intake and receive the nutrition your body needs, so it's good for losing weight, too. All of the geisha girls in Japan use it for watching their calories.
Is that why they're all so slim?
Right. And any diet where you eat nothing at all is bad for the body.
I see. You seem to know a lot about Japan, don't you?
Yes, I love Japan.
So, Calorie Mate is still made, it's still around, and it still looks like what it does in this game. You can buy it on Amazon. Thought that was kind of interesting.
You say Grannon's shoes were rigged with a transmitter? That sounds like something the KGB's been working on lately. It's exactly like you described. A miniature transmitter that's small enough to put in a shoe.
Grannon said he got the shoes from a woman called Tatiana. You think she's a KGB spy?
Could be. Or maybe it's some kind of ploy to throw suspicion on her. Anyway, it's your job to find out.
Good point. Sigint.
Yo.
Eva said she set up a ground effect vehicle for us to make our escape.
So I heard. The ground effect vehicle, or WIG, is something like a cross between an airplane and a boat. It uses ground effect to fly. Ground effect basically means that when the craft skims the surface of the ground, the air between the ground and the wing is compressed, which gives the wing an extra boost. From what Western intelligence agencies have been able to gather, the Russians are pretty serious about developing these WIGs. Apparently, they're planning on using them for anti-submarine patrols. I guess I can see why. The WIG's long cruising range and high-speed capabilities make it a good choice for that kind of mission. Eva must have gotten her hands on one of the first prototypes while it was being field tested as a transport craft. The WIG has a top speed of over 400 miles per hour, and its range is pretty good too. Not that speed is gonna help you if you've got a supersonic fighter jet on your tail, but if you hug the surface and stay off the radar, you should have no problems getting away.
That's kind of cool. Gonna say probably no response on that. Alright, let's do something. EA and Kibi. Alright, you ready, chat? Time to bring the pain.
I am the Fury. The flames of my rage will incinerate you. I came back from space. As I returned, I had one vision. The world set ablaze. And do you know what I saw there? Fury. A great and terrible fury at being alive. Now, you're going to feel the scorching heat of that horrible blackness.
Burn! Okay. Guy's angry. Understandable. I need to keep the knife on me at all times so that I can wire things in the...
Can't complain.
Now, these mushrooms, they replenish your battery. Good.
Where are you?
Bats are playing hell with my systems.
Dark enough for you. You're running low on anger.
Come on, buddy. got me real good there.
Where'd you go? Let your anger grow. Here.
Got away. There he is.
Taste my fury.
Don't lay down.
Not bad.
That hit him real hard. I'd have to use the I'd have to. Well, I'm gonna have to do some curing because I got to burn now. Ointment, bandage. Let's the life med real quick. Life med don't do a whole lot, but I was trying to crack off some more shots. Don't die, Snake. Oh, come on, dude. You're pursuing now. I'm fully aware that I'm dying. I'm gonna just chill for a little bit. I'll work on my camouflage, see if I can blend myself in a little bit better. Set up a chair. Put a splitter. Heck is better. Okay. An olive drab. For a sure kill. Make sure that this is the MK22. Whew! Whew!
Boss, this is the end of the Cobras. You've got to live on. You're the only one left. I'm off. To join the sorrow. Behold, the flames of fury. The fires of hell will purge me clean. I can see it. Mission Control, do you read me? I'm coming home. I see the earth.
I think he was a little bit angry. He needed to just chill out for a little bit, take a time out, step away from things a little bit in life, and reevaluate, reapproach, a clear head. Did not do that. He kind of blew it out of proportion. We did trank him. SARS. Now I got the fire camo. Camo pattern often used on German airplanes during World War II, effective in urban environments. Oh. Here we go. Reduces damage from flames and explosives. Ooh. Very, very good. Get on the ladder, Snake. Still in a dream, Snake either. Snake. Our tortoise is running around the house right now and just absolutely slamming his body into whatever he wants. Chased Toxic Lily into my office. Come on, things. Already? We're already doing this? You know what? That's it. Everybody in this base is getting smashed into the ground. Come here. Just start handing out physical naps instead of trank naps. I do. But the like official story of Snake is that he gets in and gets out without killing anyone. Except for the bosses. He always kills the bosses. They leave him no choice. Snake is dead.
What's going on? Snake! Snake!
What was it gonna say? What was it gonna say, people? Amy. You wait too long, it goes into a time paradox. I don't know. I do know, but like a history of Metal Gear, we don't know. I already got all these bullets. What am I doing over here? What's on the silencer? Give me the knife. Give me the handkerchief. The items over there. Ammo. This guy is just taking a sweet time. I don't know how he doesn't see me though. Hey, night. Just dropped down on top of his unconscious body. Now, can disperse medicine with weapon button. Weird. Alright. Slowly sneaking into Groznygrad. This Russian weapons bin. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. And those were some snipes just there. I didn't respond real over the top, but that was two very good shots. Get the bullet they need, man. Oh, let's go over here with the dead body. Oh, sleeping body. Cat doesn't have a radio on him. See you, frog. Days are numbered. Northwest. Remember when we played all these? Fun. Actually, all I remember is when I played all these right before Final Earth and Metal Gear Solid 4 came out. Cock attack. Cat attack. Wait. How did anybody discover me? Speaking of practically invisible. Help out my camo a little. Hey, give me plus 5%. Nobody knows. The ground probably makes noise when I... Well, you end up having dinner with your parents tonight. So, 4:30. I'll get 30. You can leave. Does that sound like a plan? Alright. Usually I stop at 4, but I want to go for a little bit because I had a long setup. Making dinner plans with the waifu. I thought there was something over here, guys. You know? Guess not, right? I guess not. Alright, what's up in here? Oh, isn't that right? Like you can use a box and the trucks will take you around just like Metal Gear 1 and 2. God, like I didn't realize how much of Metal Gear's like coolness was based off those first couple games. What this? M63 American Light Machine Gun. Oh god. I like to hear. What I like to hear, Pilgrim. Okay. Really, black's the best. Looks so goofy. Beep beep. Probably one of my favorite guns in the game. Time to eat. A Russian glow cap. Let's eat that other Thai Cobra.
Hey, this works.
I like how the ammo like goes off the weapon selection screen here. It's so fun. Let you know that like this is a huge gun. Why am I hearing an air raid sign? Can't get in there. Shagohod's like right in here. Nice. What's up, Grosnigrad Northeast? DJ Snake in the house. Fucker's over there. I wanted to see if that spotlight cared that there was a dead body out there. Willie Pete grenade! Get so excited every time I see the WP. We're in there, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the East Wing. Okay. Now, we have to dress up as something.
Who's that?
What? I don't even know who's shooting at me. Gonna chill here.
I see him.
Alright, we're doing this. Everybody just come in this room.
I'm out of here.
Good. Alright, for your indiscretions against my gameplay, be executed forthwith. I said executed?
Who's there?
Nobody's here. Go time! Don't mind me. Yeah, you know what? If you guys want me to go loud, we're going fucking loud. This is your fault, not mine.
I see him.
forgot he does that. He starts a scream. Ah! Time for you to sleep. Wait a minute, I'm handing out naps. Free naps! Who's in here? Candidates for the Nap Foundation? Hey, sir, would you like to donate a nap? Who would this nap be going to? The floor! Night-night. Come here. You. You're going to bed. Without dinner. Yo, it's him. Alright, you. You need to take the biggest nap. I'm leaving you in the bathroom until this whole situation's been resolved. Hey, you're running around screaming. You thinking... Hey. You think that's gonna make people feel alright? Come out of there. I'm gonna sit here and cure myself. Staring at you menacingly. Gunshot wound in the dick. Why is my alert maxed out again? Who woke up? Alright, you stay right there. Gotta find out where I'm gonna drag your ass. Crap. It's the craziest game from Hasbro, Mousetrap! Can't believe they put the entire board game Mousetrap in this video game. It's crazy. Alright. Raiden, not Raiden. The dream body dragger. What? I ain't dealing with you. Hey, Dave. We're a problem child. You're like, I'm gonna hide behind a locked door. Alright, in this current situation, there has to be a better camo. Grab is pretty good. HQ, some man came around here and started handing out naps. Get the fuck out. What about tightening security? Fuck that, get out of there, he's handing out naps. All these pictures of Shagahad. It's like their baby boy. Still there. Check some shit out. Okay? If I remember correctly, why are people question marking me? This. Something. Hello, nurse.
Who's that?
I put everybody to bed, and everybody got out of bed. They're running around. Terrible son, I'm telling you. Ollie just bit Toxic Lily's booty.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Why does everything have to be wrong with you guys, huh? Calm down. Why can't things just be okay?
What's wrong?
This. Check out the poster. Raiden. Mankini. Okay, now check this shit out. Got Raikov's uniform now. Now watch this. Put the mask on. You look exactly like him. What is this? Hello, beautiful lady. In very low pixelization. Alright, now where can I get to? The whole world is my oyster. Don't mind me, scientists. Continue with your sciencing. Sorry, didn't mean to run. Got excited about all the science you guys are doing. You have no items of interest. It'd be really funny if when you did a roll in this outfit, it did the cartwheel. The cartwheel flip-de-floop. M32 flip-de-floops. On at. I can salute?
Sir.
At ease. We're just down to calorie mates, Russian rations, and Instant noodles.
I'm gonna puke.
No, you don't like the taste of Rosen rations, but they're good for you. Did he actually go searching for you and find you?
Sir.
Science lab filled with sciencing and sciencing appliances. Taking a nap in there. We head this way. We go to the main wing. There it is, cat. There it is. There's the Shagohod. Black Abyss Corridor? That didn't seem ominous.
Sir.
Here it is.
You can count on me. What about the Philosopher's Legacy?
I don't know anything about that. What are you? Are you trying to kill me?
What's the matter?
I know nothing, I swear it. No one but the Colonel knows of the legacy.
I see.
No, don't! Oh. Who's there? You're the man from the CIA. What are you doing here?
I told you before, didn't I? I'm going to get you out of here.
A man of honor, just like your commander. But I'm afraid you're too late.
Too late? Don't tell me. The Shagohods.
Exactly. The final preparations for Phase 2 are complete.
Sokolov, what exactly is Phase 2?
To put it in technical terms, it's a composite range extension system for medium-range ballistic missiles. The Shagohod was originally designed as a tank that could launch nuclear missiles from any type of terrain. There was just one problem we couldn't figure out how to solve. The ICBMs we have today are simply too big for the Shagohod to carry. But the military would not hear of it. They demanded a weapon that could launch a nuclear missile directly into the American homeland. That is when I came up with the idea for Phase 2.
But there's no way you could load an ICBM onto the Shagohod. So how'd you do it?
by accelerating the Shagohod itself.
Accelerating it?
In Phase 2, a rocket booster unit is attached to the frame of the Shagohod. The unit incorporates the same technology used in the Vostok rocket that sent Major Gagarin into space. Using this booster, the Shagohod can achieve a land speed of over 300 miles per hour.
That monster can go more than 300 miles per hour?
Yes. And from this state of accelerated motion, it launches a nuclear missile.
So, the Shagohod acts like the first stage of a rocket.
Yes, precisely. The range of the missile launched by the Shagohod thus increases from 2,500 miles to 6,000 miles.
6,000 miles? That's enough to strike anywhere in the United States.
Not only that, with the Shagohod, there's no need to construct giant silos like the ones used to house ICBMs. All you need is a runway about 3 miles in length, or its equivalent. And you can launch a thermonuclear strike against any location in the United States from anywhere in the Soviet Union. It cannot be detected by spy planes or satellites. It's a mobile fortress capable of deploying in secret and launching its payload at any time.
A weapon from hell.
A completed prototype now sits in the hangar. At present, it is the only one of its kind. But Volgin is planning to mass produce them based on that prototype.
And deploy them all over the Soviet Union.
Yes, and that's not the end of it. He's going to ship them to Eastern Europe, to Asia, to all the countries of the Eastern Bloc. Even worse, he intends to use the Shagohod as bait to foment armed uprisings among dictators, ethnic insurgents, and revolutionary groups throughout the Third World. His funds are nearly limitless. He could start mass production tomorrow if he wanted. The reason that tensions between East and West have settled into a Cold War is because each side fears the other's power. Deterrence. The idea of using threats to keep one's enemy in check is the perfect word to sum up this state of affairs. But the Shagohod goes far beyond the level of threat. It will render the concept of deterrence utterly meaningless. If such a weapon is unleashed on the world, it will not be long before all nations are engulfed in conflict. The Cold War will end, and the entire planet will be consumed by the fires of war. Volgin and the Shagohod will be at the center of it all. So you see, it's already too late.
No, it's not too late.
What do you mean?
We've still got a chance. All we have to do is destroy the prototype and the whole facility before they can mass produce it.
But
just tell me what I need to do to destroy this place.
All right. The liquid fuel used in the rocket engine is stored in a tank. If you can blow it up somehow, some C3 ought to be enough to blow the entire hangar to smithereens.
C3? You mean that cutting-edge plastic explosive?
It can be molded into any shape. The bomb of the future.
Where can I get it?
There was some in the armory here, but it's gone now. It was stolen by a female spy who was here a minute ago.
Eva?
No, that's not her name. Her name is Tatiana. She made her way in here by becoming Volgin's lover.
I thought she was your lover.
Mine? Oh no, she is Volgin's lover. This is my lover.
Who are they?
My wife and daughter. They're in America.
Now I remember. Your family is in the custody of the CIA. How long has Tatiana been here?
Only a few weeks.
A few days before the Virtuous mission, then.
She said that Khrushchev sent her.
What did you just give her?
All of the experimental data for the Shagohod. Please, it is essential that you destroy the Shagohod.
I will, but first I've got to get you to safety.
No. I'm not going.
My mission is to rescue you.
Leave me.
Sokolov!
Khrushchev has abandoned me. I cannot return to my country. I would most certainly be sent to the gulags.
What about the US?
Yes, I once thought of that. My family's waiting for me there. But even if I fled to the United States, I would once again find myself creating weapons of mass murder. In the end, it doesn't matter where I go. I am still a weapons scientist. To be honest with you, I'm tired. Every day, I help create things that should never be used. Things that should never have existed in the first place. Every day, without sleep. Without a word of praise from others. And my creations do not even benefit mankind. They are merely the tools of politicians. All I wanted to do was build space rockets. But it was not to be. The space race between America and Russia became the prey of politicians. The space race and the arms race are one and the same. Missiles, rockets, what's the difference? Scientists are always being used. Please, watch over my family.
Major, what are you doing here? I've been waiting for you in my room. Who are you? Don't play dumb with me. If you think you can fool me, you're sorely mistaken. I know the Major better than anyone else. I come here looking for Tatiana, and what should I find? But a greasy freebooter.
This fairy disguise. It's gonna rub off on you. And then you'll lose sight of who you really are. Stay out of this!
I see why they call you the boss. What was that? Some kind of judo?
No, it's called CQC, a basic form of close quarters combat. He and I developed it together.
Splendid. I'll take it from here.
Are you going to kill him?
Of course. But first, I will make him pay for hurting Ivan. Tell me!
Stop it!
Who have you been talking to?
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
You'd better start talking.
Please, stop this!
Who is Khrushchev's lapdog?
How can you do this to him?
I know you gave the data to someone.
Never do
You!
that. You monster.
I guess he's dead. Now then, I hope you'll prove more entertaining than he was. But first, let's take a look at your body, shall we? You're a tough one, my friend. A lesser man would be dead by now. This ought to be interesting. Well then, let's get started. What is your target? Is it the Shagohod? Or Sokolov? Or maybe it's the Legacy? Answer me! Who is helping you? Who let you in here? Whoa. You're a tough one, but even you must have your limits. And I am a patient man. Here's where the fun really begins. My body carries an electric charge of 10 million volts. Let's see how you like this. Now answer me. How much does the CIA know? They're after my legacy, aren't they? Your real target is the Philosopher's legacy, isn't it? Yes, yes. Let yourself go. That's what I want to see.
It's no use. He's not going to talk. He's been trained not to break. Trained by me.
Admit it! We're after the location of the legacy! The secret fund established by the three great powers during the 2 world wars. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? $100 billion, divided up and hidden all over the world. And you're looking for a record of where all that money is hidden, right? No matter. Philosopher's legacy is safely in my possession, in the underground vault of Groznygrad. You'll never lay finger on it. What's this? A transmitter? Who's responsible for this?
I am. I planted it on him to keep track of his movements.
Why?
So the Cobras could ambush him.
If they knew where he was gonna be, they wouldn't have gotten themselves slaughtered. It pains me to do this, boss, but under the circumstances, I'm afraid I must ask you to show me some proof that you and he were not in collusion.
You don't trust me, is that it?
Not that, but he is your apprentice.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see. Cut out his eyes. I don't like those blue eyes of his. There's nothing more important to a soldier than his eyes. You made him a soldier, and now you will unmake him. Yes, it'll make for a touching display. He's all yours. Do it! Ruin him, just as he did the Cobras. What is it, Tanya?
He's suffered enough.
Well, well. Why are you protecting him? That smell. Tatiana, you're the spy.
What are you talking about?
I know that smell.
Stop it!
Taking a fancy to her, eh, Ocelot?
No, I have no interest in this woman. I want to test her. I'll let this be the judge.
Do as you like.
Here we go.
There. Satisfied now?
Well, that was refreshing. Come, we're going to my room.
So you survived the Colonel's torture, eh? Watching this has made me realize something. It's really not that bad. It's the ultimate form of expression. You got lucky this time, Tatiana.
Run!
I've prepared an escape route for us. Go out and head west. Pass underneath the connecting passageway and go north. You'll find an open manhole there.
You're...
Quiet! Go through the manhole down into the sewers. The door at the north end of the sewers is unlocked. You can use it to get outside the fortress. I've got your equipment. We'll meet up later.
Eva.
But I can't get too close to your cell. You'll have to figure a way out of there yourself. I'll be in touch.
Time to eat!
Fork. Johnny again. So Johnny's always the guy who's watching you in your cells. He gave us a vampire. Okay, so, well, at least we got the ability to... Oh, look at that. Gunshot wound inflicted by the boss. Bullet has become lodged in body. So, what was the big thing we were supposed to take away from that last scene? The biggest thing we're supposed to take away from that scene is the fact that Old Snake has lost his eye. So if you hadn't figured out, and you were really supposed to, you were supposed to know this before you popped in the game into your PlayStation 2, that Naked Snake is Big Boss. You're supposed to get that now, because Big Boss always has an eye patch over his right eye, and this is why. That scene is the reason why. It got shot out in that little commotion. So, now, we got 2 wounds on our body inflicted to us by the boss. Now we got the question of, why is the boss? She defected, she joined Volgin, but she's not like truly supporting Volgin. Like, she's willing to kick his ass whenever she wants to, trying to keep him in his place. He is clearly a pawn to her in some way, but she's having to play his game to get whatever she's after. But clearly, she either is still... Something's going on, because she helps out Snake in that scene. She's either still part of the US government, so she hasn't truly defected. She's like a quadruple agent or something. Or she has feelings for Snake, so she can't bring herself to actually kill him. There could be any reason. But she helps Snake. That's the bottom line. So he lost his eye. She gave us some of our items back, so we got our fake death pill. So we'll be able to fake our death at some point. She gave it to us for a reason. And we got the small transmitter buried in the wound for some reason. So we're going to dig out the transmitter and the fake death pill with the fork. And then we're going to eat this vampire bat, even though it's disgusting, because our stamina's halfway down. Alright, he doesn't like it. Picked up the fake death pill. We're gonna sneak up on this rat here. Come here. Now, kind of neat, you guys, you're used to me stabbing stuff in the game, and then it goes bleep bleep. Shows up as a ration. Doesn't happen with things that you stab with the fork because he automatically eats it. That's kind of a neat little thing. You can see my stamina. Oh, tell this is Johnny. Johnny's always sick. Johnny is... So, how many times have we seen Johnny? So, Metal Gear 1 and 2, you don't get captured. I'm trying to think. Is that correct? I think that's correct. You don't get captured. Metal Gear Solid 1, we get captured. There's a guy who ate something bad and his stomach's got the bubble guts and he keeps running to the bathroom and something's fucking him up, right? That's Johnny. And then we got Metal Gear Solid 2. You got a guy when we were in the, when we get kidnapped scene for Raiden. There's this guy running around. Now here we are in Metal Gear Solid 3. We got this guy with a cold who is a dope and doesn't really watch us very much. Now, how did we get out? I don't know how we ended up with a single action army. I was talking to Toxic Lily a little bit during that scene. So the SAA is a gun that belongs to Ocelot. Big Boss must have taken it and used it to fire that pill into our leg, and then must have stuck it on our body, I guess. I missed that a little bit, but we got the SAA. We got the fork here. What do we got? We got the fake death pill, the cigar, and then the revival tooth that they weren't able to take from me. Now, how did we get out of the jail cell in Metal Gear Solid 1? You could try and hide under here.
Chow time!
But this guy's too clever. Oh, maybe he isn't.
Where'd he go? You best behave yourself.
Oh, Johnny figured it out. Johnny saw us. Alright, so Johnny's not too smart. Johnny's too smart for us in those old Metal Gear Solid 1 tricks. So the other way we did it was we took ketchup. We spilt ketchup on the ground in Metal Gear Solid 1, and we laid on top of it. We don't have ketchup. The boss stuck it in your trousers. Alright, during that scene. So that was exactly what it was. So she uses it to shoot. So she gives us a weapon of some sort. So we got this. Alright, so clearly we dug something out because of this.
Oh my... what happened?
I knocked this guy out.
Did you manage to escape?
Yeah, I'm out.
Be careful. In your present state, you're practically naked. You don't have a single decent weapon, and you'll never survive in a battle. Take some time and pull yourself together. Eva says she's recovered your equipment, so rendezvous with her as soon as possible to get your gear back. Use the escape route Eva set up for you. Go down into the sewers through the manhole in the northwest section of Groznygrad. Start out by exiting the holding cells and heading northwest.
Hey, we will. Weird, I'm not doing CQC isn't working. Very interesting. Welcome, Mailman. How you doing? Welcome to History of Gaming Metal Gear. Clearly, we're on Metal Gear Solid 3. We're gonna stab Johnny to death. One of the questions was, it clearly can't be the same Johnny because he's not that old. No, Johnny is a returning character that fulfills a role in the Metal Gear Solid series. It's a trope that keeps coming back. He's kind of like Sid in Final Fantasy, or Biggs in Final Fantasy. I can't think of another good example, but Sid's a very good example of Johnny. It's a character who has certain characteristics that keeps showing up with the same name. So Sid in Final Fantasy keeps showing up. He's usually kind of a grumpy person who works on airships, but he's lovable. Johnny is always a soldier who wears a balaclava mask and always is under some kind of ailment and is kind of a dork and kind of not got his shit together. Got a camera. I see you down there. Come here. Alright, so I can't get to it. Metal Gear Solid. Electronics Gaming Magazine. Tags on the ground. Alright, nothing over here. Johnny's about to wake up any second now. Gotta be moseying. I want to collect anything and everything that could be of help to me. Hello, nurse. What up, girl? How you doing? What's your name? Amika. Nice. Ace. Torture room. God, there's a lot of blood everywhere. Alright. Alright, now let's exit. Alright, so I'm gonna try and be as sneaksies as possible. We're not getting the grabs anymore. Oh, I need to ask this guy a question. Excuse me, sir. Do you know the way? Do you know the way?
Radio, calling.
Ah! Yeah, I'm kind of, at this point, I'm kind of doing some throwaway combat, expecting I'll probably get killed. The reason why is because I'm trying to really figure out what the hell's going on. So usually you can run up And let me turn that down because that's coming through on the mic. You can usually run up, press and hold circle while having a directional input, and you can grab somebody by the head and toss them. Snake must be weak because it's not letting me do that. Also, I'm not able to get a grab off right now, where you grab him from behind and hold them in a chokehold. Roll's not going through shields. I think that's always been the case, though. Let's see. Alright, so for some reason, DQC is not active right now. It must be because of his injuries. Alright. I also can't chokehold people, so I think this is all very intentional. This is a... They've removed mechanics from me, not just my weapons, but they've also removed my ability to really just smash people into the ground. Okay, so we're good now. If there's any items over here, definitely get down there. Excuse me, rat. Get eaten, son. Nothing that way. Oh. Alright, let's head this way. Okay. Okay, head this way. This way. Aha! Alright, so yeah, so that's a very important scene. So something's up with Boss. She's not being, she's not trying to completely murder us. But that's not any different than what we saw at the end of the Virtuous mission. She was supposed to kill him in front of, she was supposed to kill Naked Snake in front of Vol'jin on that bridge. And she knew what he was capable of surviving, so she tosses him off the bridge. So we know that she's pulling punches on behalf of Naked Snake. We don't know why. If you're following the full story, the reasons possibly could be that you're thinking, I just got the... See if we can do it without... I figured it would set off an alarm, but I don't think anybody's gonna find me down here. I mean, you might be thinking, maybe she's actually still working for the US government, or maybe she loves him, you know, because there's a lot of question, is Naked Snake and Boss in love with each other? Who knows? So, talking about the Cobra unit, right? We talk about the bad guy teams that we deal with ever since Metal Gear Solid 1 moving forward. So something we notice in Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 on the MSX is there's very thematic bosses. Well, those thematic bosses get turned into more thematic bosses with thematic teams associated. We see the Rogue Foxhound unit, Metal Gear Solid 1, with like Vulcan Raven, Psycho Mantis. They all got animal names, which is really cool. And then you got the Dead Cell group, or the Sons of Liberty group, in Metal Gear Solid 2, which is like Fortune and Vamp and those guys, and they all have some kind of paranormal touch to them, which is really interesting. And then you have this one, which is the Cobra unit. And the Cobra unit, so far, who have we killed? We've taken out the Pain. He controls bees and was kind of a pain-loving freak. And the Cobra unit's all about emotions. They take emotions into battle, so he brings pain into battle. And then who do we have after that? We had the Fear. And clearly he takes the Fear into battle. And he was super creepy, and he crawled up trees and had a long tongue. But what was neat is you fought him with thermal vision because he was able to make himself invisible. And he jumps from tree to tree, which is like a big reference to Predator. Which is funny because once you beat him on PlayStation 3, the HD collection, that means there's trophies there that weren't there on the PlayStation 2 version of this game. And the trophy says, if it bleeds, we can kill it, which is a line from Predator. So really, really cute on-the-nose cameo there. And then who do we have after that? We have the End. The End was the sniper who has... who's that, dude? It was nobody. Sweat it, bro. Don't worry about it. The End was a sniper with the capabilities of photosynthesis, and he was like wicked old, and so we took care of him real good, and we held him up, and we snuck up on him, and we tranked him to death. We beat him about every single way you can beat that guy. So then, who do we have after that? We had the Fury. I can't change my backpack options right now. The Fury clearly took anger into battle, and he was this like astronaut dude who would fly around and like burn shit and had a huge flamethrower, and he was just angry. And then that's it. That's supposed to be the whole team. Supposed to be the whole team. Of course, there's Boss too. The Boss, her nickname is the Joy because the emotion she takes into battle is joy. She enjoys fighting. Your case says so sorrowful. It is. It's a very sorrowing tale. All right, so we're gonna sneaky snake.
This is HQ.
I don't have any of the gear I need.
Unable to determine the problem.
Understood. Return to your position.
Who's that?
Oh my god. You know what? We're just gonna haul balls for it. We're gonna see if we can make it on this life. I feel like I'm in mud. I feel like the game is running slower. That might just be the effects of the snake right now. It just seems slow. Slow and lethargic. I knew there was a door over there. Ow. Open doors slowly. Alright, so it's this area that I escaped through. You guys are in trouble now. You're gonna regret the day that you messed with sick. Oh shit, it's a dog! Six shooter snake. Right. Stop biting me, dog. You guys don't even know what's going on. HQ, he went behind some pipes. I don't know what to do. Well, fuck it, just let him go. Alright, so we busted out of jail. Going down into the sewers. Cool thing about the single-action army in this game. I'll tell you after this call.
Snake, you're already in the sewers?
Eva, yeah, I just got down here. I'm coming to meet you now. The door at the north end is open, right?
Snake?
Let me guess. There's a problem.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
The Colonel found out you escaped.
He did, huh? I figured as much.
Yeah, and now all of Grozny Grad is on red alert.
Just my luck. But once I'm out of the fortress...
You can't get out.
I can't?
When the fortress went on red alert, they sealed off the sewers.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm serious. And that means the escape route I laid out is
sealed off, too.
Right. And they just sent a unit out looking for you.
Down here?
Uh-huh. They'll be there any minute now. You've got to get out quick.
But isn't the exit sealed off?
You should be able to get out by heading straight north. Book it, Snake. If they find you, you're dead.
Okay, so shit's gotten worse. I was in the middle of saying something, and her call made me forget everything I was saying. Somebody remind. Oh, Single Action Army. So what's kind of cool is when you're fighting. So clearly, the Single Action Army is the weapon of Revolver Ocelot, who's just Ocelot right now in this game, and this is kind of his origin story. Metal Gear Solid 3. Ocelot, when we fight him in Metal Gear Solid 1, he uses ricochets a lot to his benefit during the boss fight. Bouncing bullets off of the walls and stuff like that. Really cool thing about this gun in this game, it ricochets. Nice little... it's kind of hard. I mean, I've used it to actually land kills before, and it's really satisfying, but like, it's very hard to actually line that up. I feel like there's something in here. No, it's very shallow. Good place to hide, though. So it's not something you can like truly like count on in combat, but it was fun though that they put it in because it's just like a nice big, you know, cameo reference to Metal Gear Solid 1. Now we got to make our way out of the sewers. This part is very memorable, and when something's very memorable, it's either, for me at least, it's because it was extremely cinematic and beautiful, or it was balls fucking hard. And I believe this sewer situation is a little bit of both, mostly the latter. Oh, it's a Doge. It's a dag. You like dags? Come on, get through the hole, Snake. Okay. Alright, Naked. We're gonna get out of this. Items down there. Give me the noodles. Ration over here, give me that. Okay. I just see somebody. What are you gonna do, dog? You can come in here? Shut up. I'll go back in the water. Medical supplies. I'm starting to remember the reason why I had issues with this area. Bad Doge. It's a maze. An absolute fucking maze. Can you drown here? You can. You can drown down in the water. That SAA ammo? Victorious! More ammo. More ammo for the animals. Alright. I'm gonna keep going this way in general. I'm trying to collect as much gear as possible because, like Major Zero said, I'm pretty much running naked. If I did this right, brain's working. Dog right here. Sorry, Pupperino. Ah, shit! Your friends have gotten vengeance. Ow! You clipped through the wall. I'm just gonna say that's not entirely fair. Hold on. Reloading. Bad dog. First sift now these. I do not feel bad for taking out video game dogs. I never have. I don't think I ever will. And the main reason is because of Resident Evil. After the Resident Evil dogs, I don't feel bad anymore. I can't get through this door. But I can see the tunnel. Let's go. That music was good. Why'd it go away?
I've been waiting for this. Nobody interfere. This is where it ends. Snake! Don't die on me yet.
Are you one of the Cobras?
Sad. So sad. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them. I am the Slaughterer. Like you, I too am filled with sadness. This world is one of sadness. Battle brings death. Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them. Their voices may fall upon deaf ears.
No mistake. The dead are not silent. Now you will know the sorrow of those whose lives you have ended.
So, remember I said that was supposed to be all of the Cobra unit. Here's the last Cobra unit, the Sorrow. I've said it a couple times before in this series that originally I said there's all these different characters throughout the Metal Gear series that appear to have paranormal powers. And I said there was only one character that truly does have paranormal powers, and it's cool because you don't learn who it is until very late in the series. Then I stood corrected when we started up Metal Gear Solid 3, and I said there's actually two. I will say right now that the Sorrow is one of those two, because there's nothing else in this series that's going to reveal otherwise or is going to be the big revelation. The Sorrow is just a ghost. There's no two ways about it. Everybody that we've come in contact with has been explained through sci-fi means one way or another, even if the sci-fi is really, really crazy. Like the end, his genes were spliced with plants, that's why he has photosynthesis. It's not magic, it's science, but that's still really crazy fucking science, let's be real, but it's still a science explanation. The Sorrow just is what he is. He's just a ghost. So then, when we get through Metal Gear Solid 5, I'll explain who the one other character truly is. There's a lot of characters that Kojima's not come down and said, this guy is definitely magic or this guy is definitely science, but based on some information we gather in Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5, the fandom as a whole has agreed that everybody is using this one story revelation to be able to have their powers, this sci-fi reason, except for said person. And there's a lot of people that's on that list, and a lot of you guys are going to be like, who is it? Who is it? Those of you who don't know the series that well, could it be Fortune because she deflected missiles at the end? It was her EMP at first, but then her EMP was broken. She deflected missiles. Or is it Ocelot? Does he have some actual super power to be able to bend bullets and stuff like that? Was it Psychomantis? Is he truly psychic? Was Vulcan Raven truly a shaman that could summon birds at will? The Pain, like, is he actually summoning bees, or is something going on with him? All these characters, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in 4 and 5, and we'll reveal who the other person is that truly just has supernatural powers. So we'll get back into the Sorrow, because he's truly just a ghost. He's just a fucking ghost, guys, and that's so goddamn cool. Something else that's really neat about this fight, essentially all I'm doing here is I'm going down the River of the Dead, okay? And Sorrow's talking to me. You can see he has no health and no stamina because he's already dead. He's going to try and kill me as we go down this. You can see dead fish in the river. What's really neat is we'll see all of the bosses from the Cobra unit in this river as we walk through. But this river is going to be filled with these guys. Dead people. And they're going to drain my life. Now, these dead people are a one-for-one representative of how many people I've killed in the game. If we went through and did a non-lethal playthrough, and I've done it before, it was really cool, this river only has the bosses in it. It only has the End, it only has the Pain, it only has the Fury, and all of these normal soldiers we see in between the bosses is based on how many people I killed in each given act. Also, this is super cool, the way that they appear in this river is based on how I killed them. If their throat is bleeding, I slit that person's throat. They can appear to be running. If they're running, you saw one guy booking it, that means he was caught on fire and he burnt to death. There's a lot of different little cool cameos. So those are all the guys I killed in the first act. Here we can see the Pain while Sorrow's trying to take a shot at me. We're going to try and bob and weave on the Pain, but he's going to get a hit in on us. For the pain, all of the bad guys are going to show up no matter, all the bosses are going to show up no matter what. But yeah, this river, if you were to be very brutal and murder everybody that you came across, would be super fucking hard. This place would be crawling with bad guys. Of course, like I said, based on the axe, depends on what bad guys you see here. So you guys can see the uniforms are changing because we start getting into the GRU and the Ocelot units. We don't just deal with, you know, the Russian soldiers the whole way through. Of course, you can't do anything to the Sorrow. You can just dodge his abilities, his weird ghost attacks. There's a vulture that I killed. Oh, I suck. See. Oh, that's what happens if you get hit by a spell. I apparently got a vulture to kill a guy at some point. That's a new one. Played this game probably 4 or 5 times. Back to back. I don't know what that was all about. This vulture killing some guy. And here's the fear. He touched me. But this is a super cool element of this game. It's just really neat that you're held accountable for the deaths that you calculated. You totaled up the game to this point. If you KO a guy in the mountain region and don't leave the area fast enough, a carrion bird will eat their unconscious body. Not dead. Now I killed a ton of these guys recently. So this is gonna get a little crowded. Now, also, if I remember correctly, the amount of health you have when you start this fight is also dependent on how many people you kill. So they never put you in a totally unfair situation. I believe that's right. Based on how many you kill is how much life you start off with. That might also just be the difficulty level. Like if you're on very easy, you get a full life bar. If you're on like the super insanely hard difficulty, they give you a very like no health. Oh, don't hit me. Yeah, so... And I went through and I researched. As far as the fandom is concerned, there is just Sorrow and the other character are the truly magical people in this game. There's the end. Oh... But yeah, Sorrow is just a ghost. But apparently he had paranormal abilities to him when he was alive. And I don't recall, somebody in chat might know, might be able to tell me. I don't know how the Sorrow died. I know the boss is really bummed about it. We get some dialogue very early in the game that kind of alludes to the fact that the Sorrow and the boss had a love relationship. And anytime he's crying, it rains around here, which is really interesting. So you can see right now, of course, we're in this massive thunderstorm. Threading the needle on this one. Alright, so how many have we seen? We've seen the end. So the next boss we should see is the Fury. And here he comes. Terrifying as all get out. He's gonna get hit on me. You think Snake has superpowers too? Maybe it's Snake. Maybe it's Snake. Maybe it's Solid Snake. Maybe it was Liquid Snake. Who's this cat in the water, huh? Just instant death? One of the few times where the game kills you and you can use the revive death pill. So if this was you back in 2004 playing this game, you probably would have done that river multiple times and just kept dying until you figured that out. Use your pill again.
You want to finish your mission, don't you? Then you'll have to shoot me. The spirit of the warrior will always be with you. Don't be sad. We'll meet again someday.
Snake, are you all right? That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
You were halfway drowned at the bottom of the river. Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side? So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yes, I've heard of him. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
The Sorrow was a man with, well, special powers. He had ESP, which was the subject of extensive research in the Soviet Union at the time. He was especially gifted as a medium.
A medium?
Someone who can communicate with the spirit world and evoke the spirits of the dead. In other words, he could talk to ghosts. They say he could find out what was going on in a battle by talking to dead soldiers.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigurd?
Yo, I finished checking up on this Sorrow guy a while ago. Thought you guys already knew, though.
Knew what?
That he's dead. He's been dead for 2 years now.
Died 2 years ago?
At Selino Yarsk. You know, those cliffs you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
The boss?
Yep. 2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Selino Yarsk. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, I'm fine. It looks like it's not time for me to die yet.
I sure hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that. Eva?
Snake, you didn't call. I was worried. You all right?
Yeah, I took a pretty freaky detour.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Forget it. Let's just say I'm back.
Good. How did you escape from the sewers?
I jumped into the river.
From all the way up there? You're out of control.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
What do you mean that's perfect?
I mean, if you ended up in the river, then I know a good spot nearby. Let's meet up there.
Where is it?
keep going upstream until you get to a waterfall.
A waterfall, huh?
Right. Behind that waterfall, there's a cave. We'll meet in there.
The cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.
All right. Now, oh, there he is. I hate the SAA. It's such a cool gun, but it's so hard to hit with because you don't aim with it like normal. All right, so we got to get upriver to a cave. Now, there's something that's really super interesting here, and I'm just gonna have to explain it because it is just not gonna be a possibility for me to achieve it in this game. So now, if you look at this frog here, you can see how the grass moves when the frog moves around. All animals in this game, no matter how big or small, they cause the grass and the foliage to move a little bit. Now, there is this Japanese mythological creature, and I've completely forgotten the name of it. It's supposed to be like a lizard thing. And it's anywhere in the entire game, but the best place you're going to have a chance of catching this thing is right outside this waterfall we're supposed to meet Eva at. And it's really hard to catch. I've done it once, but you have to actually set traps for it. But the only way you can know it's around is if you're watching grass, and it's easily startled, and the grass is moving, but you don't see anything. And you need to sneak in with a very high camo, lay a trap, and then back out, and then wait and wait and wait and wait until you hear the sound. And let me actually Google it for you guys so that you guys can do the research and maybe pull up YouTube videos. Or I'll try to find a YouTube video of it right now because I'm not going to be able to do it. It took me a lot when Subsistence came out. MGS3 Invisible Snake, they say here. The Chuschinkonkoko. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys on my monitor here. This creature right here. It's this super fat but invisible snake. Legendary snake-like cryptid from Japan. The name is prevalent in Western Japan, including so the creature is known by Baki Hebi. So, well, apparently it's in other games. Believe it or not, reference to the bizarre events investigating the group called Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay, so you get an achievement for capturing it. We'll try to do it at some point. Okay, so is a rare snake that is undetectable by radar and thermal goggles. It can be caught by placing mouse traps around the area, or it can be killed by use of weaponry. When eaten, it fully replenishes naked snake's stamina. So it was kind of just like this super kind of cool reference in the game that you could play the game a million times and never find it. But this is it. How it appears in Metal Gear Solid 3, and I guess here's the achievement you get for it. Yeah, there it is. Weird snake. So I just thought that was interesting. Bring that up. It's a small cameo reference that was in the game, but I just saw this zone and it reminded me of it, so I figured I'd bring it up. Upriver. The burb. There's the waterfall. Behind the waterfall.
Nice to meet you, Snake. I'm Tatiana. Here's your equipment.
Eva, you could use a towel.
So could you.
Want some?
No thanks.
Don't like snakes?
Not for dinner.
Didn't you have to eat them at the KGB?
In my training, we always got the good stuff. French, Italian, that kind of thing.
A regular Mata Hari.
The least you could do is call me Cynthia.
Tell me something. How does it feel to spy on your own country?
I can't say it feels good, but it's my job.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I wouldn't mind eating you. When this mission's over, you'll have to treat me to a nice dinner.
What do you want to eat?
Let's see. How about sushi?
Sushi?
It's Japanese. I hear it's all the rage right now. Supposedly, it's made from raw fish.
Raw fish? Just the place for my survival techniques.
Snake? Thank you, Snake. I'll be your eyes from now on.
I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme.
Thank you, Snake.
Don't worry about it.
Are you all right?
It's not like I can't see. I've got one good eye and can still fire a gun.
Really? Good.
Eva, didn't you steal some explosives out of the fortress?
C3, a highly potent explosive from the west. It can be molded into any shape, like clay. With just this much, you could blow up the Shagohod and the lab along with it.
Is that right?
Yeah, but there's a trick to using it.
Tell me about it.
Well, what do you think? The Shagohod's booster unit uses liquid fuel. The fuel tanks are in the main wing of the weapons lab in the hangar housing the Shagohod itself.
So I should blow up the tanks.
That's the basic idea. It should be enough to blow up the entire hangar. There are 4 fuel tanks. In order to destroy the hangar, you'll have to set explosives on each of those tanks.
All 4 of them?
It should be no sweat for you. Besides, the scientists had the day off today.
So the hangar's completely deserted.
Not quite. They've still got guards posted there.
So what do I do after I set the C3?
The bombs run off a timer. Once the timer has been set, the countdown will begin. When the timer reaches 0, the bombs will all go off at once.
How long do I have?
20 minutes. Once the Phase 2 trials are finished, I wouldn't be surprised if they kill all the scientists to prevent them from talking. So you've got to act fast.
I'll take care of it. Eva, did you get the data on the Shagohod from Sokolov?
Yeah, that's the mission I was given.
By Khrushchev?
Mm-hmm. America doesn't have any use for it, does it? But I haven't forgotten my other mission either. Helping you out. Follow this cave and go up the ladder at the end. You'll come out inside Groznygrad, just southwest of the weapons lab. Do you remember when you went to rescue Sokolov? Remember there was a locked door when you entered the main wing from the 2nd floor of the east wing?
Yeah.
That's the entrance to the Shagohod's hangar. Use this key to open that door.
The door right when I entered the main wing? Got it. What about you?
I'll get things ready for our escape. There's a rail bridge to the north. I'm gonna set a bomb there, so I'm taking half of the C3 with me.
Right. I'll set off the weapons lab then. Try not to be in the neighborhood when it happens.
Gotcha.
And watch out for Ocelot. He suspects you're not who you say you are.
Don't worry. The Colonel still trusts me. And I have my ways. There's not a man alive who can resist my charms. Besides you, of course.
I'm just warning you, Eva. That's all.
I know. Okay, let's go.
You seem like you were born on one of those.
If I didn't ride every day, I couldn't go on living.
Huh?
When I'm riding, the wind hits me so hard that it hurts. That pain keeps my mind off the pain of having to be someone else. It's not easy always fooling myself like this. It's only when I'm on the bike that I'm free to be the real me. I only get off my bike when I fall in love or fall dead.
What's your name?
Tatiana.
No. Your real name.
What's wrong with Tanya?
Okay, Tanya. Don't let anyone see you. Huh?
Oh, this? It's a button camera.
What did you do that for?
Insurance. to make sure you don't double-cross me.
Hey,
What?
you're gonna get wet again.
Alrighty. We got here silencer. Didn't. So we have a mission. And that mission is to go in and put C3, predecessor to C4 clearly, on these fuel tanks inside of the hangar for the Shagohod. And we'll blow it sky high. Oh, I don't care about this, and I've accidentally hit the out button, so we're not listening. Alright, now we got our gear back. Got our camo. Looking good. I agree. Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake's probably one of my favorite looking snakes. It's just the uniform. I like it. It's the long pants, the rolled up sleeves with like the, I don't know what material, the poly latex like under armor kind of looking like sneaking suit underneath it. Bandana, the eye patch, the whole thing looks just so damn cool. And I remember we've been collecting these camos from the bosses as we kill them. But we kind of got kicked out of the water when we got done killing the Sorrow. He did give us his outfit, though. It's called Spirit. It was just in our inventory when we get our gear back from Eva. And if you look, it's got a wee skull on it. It's covered in skulls. Well, it is in the preview. Doesn't look like it there, though. But what's neat about it, though, is it eliminates footstep noises. Also, the wearer can drain stamina by choking enemies in CQC. I literally leech people's life force off of them. Very, very cool outfit. I like that camo quite a lot. Lost all the food we were sitting on. Good note for me. Alright, we'll get rid of the fork. Single action army. Calorie mates, Russian rations, instant noodles. Alright, now let's rebuild. Survival knife. MK22. 1911. Single action army's fun. Scorpion's fun, but I ain't gonna use it. M16, we'll use that. AK-47, no. M63 and M37, no. I like having the Maz and the Gat at a distance. And that's all we're going to use for now. Okay. And on that note, we're done with the episode. Went over a little bit to make up for the long setup time. I was having technicality issues with the Elgato, but I think